Nobody ever warned you that the deepest upgrades in your life won't feel like thunder or celebration. They arrive as quiet, disorientation, stillness, a soft knowing that the old version no longer fits. You wake up one morning and the entire room feels built from expired pieces of who you were. Not bad, just done. Then a calm voice inside says, time to leap, not with your body, not symbolically, but quantumly. Most treat quantum jumping like a cute metaphor. Shift your thoughts, picture something better. Wrong. It's literal physics. An electron doesn't crawl from one energy level to the next. It vanishes here and reappears there. The instant the required energy is present. No journey, no bridge, just instantaneous relocation. You are built the same way, in energetic being woven into infinite parallel time. Every time you felt the sudden urge to walk away, end it, quit, let go. That wasn't drama, that was your field, lining up for the jump. But almost everyone freezes, overthinks, negotiates. While their soul has already left the building, the mind scrambles to justify a decision the heart finalized days ago. That's why change feels messier, resisting a transition that's already in motion. The only delay is your obsession with how quantum jumps don't ask for logic, permission, or a plan. They ask for one thing, a decision that vibrates louder than your fear. The second that decision is pure, the field locks it in. You've felt it before. The day you ended that relationship and instantly felt 10 years later. The morning you quit, the soul-draining job, and the air tasted brand new. The moment you stopped explaining yourself, and reality answered with miracles. Those weren't slow improvements, those were jumps. The reason the outside world didn't instantly match is simple. The field was still excalibrating around your new coordinates. Most people panic in that gap. Doubt, retract, and the timeline snaps back to the familiar. Here's the secret. They never say out loud. Quantum jumping doesn't need belief. It needs uninterrupted broadcast. Stop transmitting the old you, and the field has nothing left to mirror except the new one. You don't earn the next timeline. You tune to it and refuse to drop the signal. You can't leap while clutching the past habits, stories, emotions. Identities that no longer resonate have to die energetically. The field can't process two clear stations at once. It locks on to whichever signal is cleaner. All versions of you already exist right now. You don't create them. You become emotionally and neurologically unavailable to the one who built this current reality. That's the real paradox. You don't fix the old life to find the new one. You become someone who never needed fixing in the first place. When you wake up and immediately replay yesterday's problems, you're reactivating the same neural net, the same frequency, the same instruction to the field. Keep delivering more of this. Interrupt that loop and everything changes. Ask, instead, how would the version of me who already lives that life move right now? Then move that way. No evidence required. Emotional congruence is the only password. Affirm abundance while feeling lack, and the field mirrors lack. Picture success while carrying shame, and the field mirrors shame. That's not punishment. That's precision. The moment, your thoughts, feelings, posture, and choices all broadcast the exact same note even for 10 seconds. The field clicks in. Suddenly the need to chase, prove, or force disappears. You feel neutral, spacious, alive. That neutrality isn't cold detachment. It's proof. The old identity just went offline. This is why real transformation can feel oddly boring. There's no drama left to feed on. Presence replaces panic, and presence is pure power. The field becomes a mirror with zero delay. Hold the signal, and reality has to catch up. Drop it, and you're back in the old orbit. That's what separates actual jumpers from wishers. One stays on air no matter what. The other keeps checking if the station is working and accidentally changes the channel. Quantum jumping isn't a one-time event. It's a daily broadcast discipline. 5. Clean moves. 1. Feel the discomfort. Good. That's the static telling you you're between stations. Don't fight it. Recognize it. To interrupt the old emotion, instantly stand up. Change posture. Breathe differently. Speak out loud. Break the loop physically. 3. Flood your body with the feeling of the desired timeline for at least 90 seconds until your whole system is soaked in coherence. 4. Take one single action as the new versions send the message. Set the boundary. Make the decision, no matter how small. 5. Detach completely from when and how it shows up. Stay in the frequency, like it's your new permanent address. Do not scan for proof. Scanning is the old self trying to log back in. Tomorrow morning, before you touch your phone, sit up and ask, which version of me am I broadcasting today? Feel the answer in your body, not your head. Hold that feeling for 2 full minutes. Then walk into the day, speaking, moving, reacting only from that signal. When your entire being becomes the transmission, reality has no choice but to obey, not because you forced it, but because you finally stopped matching the echo of who you used to be. You stopped receiving, you started transmitting, and transmitters don't wait for evidence. They create it by never changing the station. Return to the signal. Every feeling is a station, and the field isn't emotional or judgmental. It's purely mechanical. It doesn't scold you for fear. It simply plays fear back on repeat. So stop asking, how do I get rid of this feeling? And start asking, which feeling am I willing to keep broadcasting even while this one is still here? That single question is the anchor. You don't wait until you feel worthy of the new timeline. You practice the new frequency until your body forgets any other default exists. Here's the wild part. The less you hunt for the manifestation, the faster it lands. Chasing screams distance. Distance screams lack. Lack tells the field, still not mine. The old saying, I'll believe it when I see it, guarantees you'll never see it. Flip it to, I already believe it, therefore I'm about to see it, and the jump is complete. That's choosing yourself before the mirror agrees. Backing your new identity while the 3D still looks exactly the same. Refusing to ask the world for permission to be who you've already decided you are. Right now, make it official. Drop in the comments, I choose myself. Not for likes, not for me, but for your own field. That tiny act is a clean, coherent broadcast that says, I no longer require evidence to know who I am. One comment, one heartbeat of certainty is enough to lock a timeline. What happens next? Once the field starts answering back, chaos, emptiness, reorganization, because a stronger signal doesn't only pull in the new, it pushes out everything that was tuned to the old station. Relationships suddenly feel weird. Jobs feel misaligned. Old habits feel repulsive. That isn't punishment. It's resonance cleaning house. You were vibrating at 98.1 FM, and everything in your life was perfectly entangled with that frequency. Now, you're holding 107.9. Same physical room. Completely different broadcast. Of course, some people drift. Conversations fall flat. Doors close. That's not loss. That's the field. Deleting incompatible files to make space for what actually matches. You'll feel the void. Quiet, lonely, sometimes terrifying. That void is sacred. It's the hallway between two realities. Most people panic here. Apologize for changing. Tone themselves down. Try to drag the past into the future. Don't. Stay in the signal. Breathe the new frequency. Move as the version who already belongs on the other side. The second you waver, the old timeline grabs you again. The second you stay steady, the new one starts pouring in random messages from strangers who feel like home. Money arriving sideways. Ideas that drop fully formed. Synchronicities so sharp they make you laugh out loud. Those aren't lucky breaks. They're confirmation packets. Transmission received. Delivery in progress. The discomfort you feel isn't evidence you did it wrong. It's evidence you did it right. The tower is switching stations, and for a moment, there's static. Hold the dial. Don't touch it. The music is coming. From this point forward, reality stops being something you wait for and becomes something that confirms who you already decided to be. You're no longer looking for results. You're looking for resonance. You're no longer asking, is it working? You're asking, am I still broadcasting the future or accidentally replaying the past. That one question collapses old timelines faster than years of affirmations ever could. If something moved inside you while reading this, if a piece just clicked, if your body felt lighter, if your energy said yes before, your mind could argue that's your field shifting in real time. That's the new timeline cracking open. Take one clean action from this frequency right now. Send a message. Delete the app. Close the chapter. Sit in silence and breathe as the version who already made it for just 60 seconds longer than feels comfortable. Then subscribe. Not because you need more videos, but because every time you return here, you're choosing to reinforce the signal instead of letting the old static creep back in. This isn't a channel, it's a frequency we're holding together. Keep transmitting. The field is listening, and it always answers the station you refuse to change.